Yo, how are we doing, folks? Welcome to number 7, I believe, of today's recordings. The last for today, because I frankly want to go and enjoy what this wonderful event has to offer. I've been sat here for bloody hours. But my last guest of the day is a previous guest that I've had on an episode. It was a very good episode. You should check out. I can't pull the number out of my arse, so I'm not going to. Find it in the link below. The PhD chemist, very good friend of mine, the co-founder of the coming summer 2022 Nodcast, Dr. Callie Seaman. Hi. Hello. Professional.
Right, so yes, where am I here today? Right, well, I'm here with Plea and with Medcan Support. So we're really here to actually help to educate people a bit more about the legal route, really. The way that they can obtain a legal prescription, how easy it is and where to go as well. I mean, something I've actually said to quite a few people today is we're a little bit in an echo chamber here today. We've got the same people, it's brilliant. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've absolutely loved seeing people. And the hubs, oh my God. Oh, the people not letting go. That is just
I know it's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's therapy in itself. It's actually medicine, and it's enriched my soul so much. But that is what I've got from it. I think, as I say, there's a bit of an echo chamber. We're preaching to the converted here. We all want the same thing. We all want to, as I say, we all want that, being able to not be criminals and have our medication and have our cannabis. That's what we want. But it's been really good. There's been a lot of people around, a lot of old friends I've seen as well, or people that I've not seen for a long time. But then again, saw them at the Summer Social 2 weekends ago, a couple as well. So it was like, oh, you're back there. And then we've got 2 weekends time. Yeah. We've got Paradise Gardens, so it just seems to be one to the next one.
It's everything we need, though, after the 18 months of all the lockdowns and everything else. Yeah, like you said, I felt it as soon as we pulled up and we set the stall up here. This wash of just calmness, and like my shoulders lifted. I felt like I could breathe properly. Just as soon as I started seeing people and just the smiles, everybody trying to catch eyes from a distance and nodding, and the big, just loving grins. Yeah, and as you say, like the first person I saw that I've seen in probably nearly 3 years now, and the hug, and I went to pull away and they didn't, sort of thing, and then they went to pull away and I didn't, and it was just like this is love, this is connection, this is what we've been missing, and this is the reason why, even if we are kind of stuck sometimes in this little echo chamber, what we're doing, I feel, is finalizing, is polishing the prongs on the multi-forked effort of this to deal with it finally, because we've got the hemp industry robust, we've got various cannabinoids coming through with their own research and their own product lines. You've obviously got a slow burn medical system that's slowly arising, but then you don't really have the adult consumer. Whereas I think this weekend, these are very much consumers. These are very much people that want to see and want to work toward an industry that would benefit them, that isn't just going to be a bunch of corporate whitewashing, gentrifying agents from foreign countries coming and monopolizing and conglomerating the industry from under them. And I think that I've seen people here that I know are very affluent, and people I know that have got nothing, sit together and express in commonality the idea of, no, you're right, and then actually workshop language, come together with terms. They had a wonderful fireside chat with us yesterday.
Yep, I was there.
Yeah, where we had this opportunity to sit from different sections of the community and the industry and discuss the commonality over the differences, and I think that resonated massively with the crowd. And as you said, it's resonating through people. Like they're lighter, they're buzzing, they're literally buzzing. It's got that festival, that celebration carnival vibe.
Yeah, there's carnival, you're right there. See the word festival now.
It kind of co-opted. Festival costs money.
Hunter Wellies and Daisy Chain headbands. That is not that
and
word.
Selfies, the right selfies.
Look, I'm having more fun. Take pictures of me looking at my screen. Now that's not a festival. I should say this is a carnival. I like that term. I'm pinching that one because it is. I said Summer Social last weekend, 2 weekends ago. That was a carnival. It was old school, where you got a little card with a number on. You had to make it up and then actually go and try and find it.
Yeah, and even then they moved it 48 hours beforehand, and
Yeah. I mean, bring that back, and actually, I can see that coming through this next year with people having to prove their vaccine status to go in a club. Life scene's coming back. Free parties are coming back.
It's going to be the third wave of the rave scene. I was looking to grow up on the second wave. I believe you were obviously first wave, you know? And so, I think if not the power the youth have now, though, with these little black mirrors in their pockets, with all of this technology, with people like, I still pick myself for that, but like everyone's producing content that is writing, that is trying to document what they are seeing and go to others. Do you see this? What do we do, and how do we improve it? And then a few times a year we get lucky enough to gather like this, and for all we have to say certain things and brand and play the game. When we're all inside, it's like that old lock-in feel in a pub back in the day. Do you know what I mean? No one else is coming in, no one's going out. What happens here stays here. And what happens is we build these relationships, these connections. And like I said, I was wandering around last night with no shoes on, with a fat joint. And there was like corporate people that run big international companies grabbing me. A well-known UK celebrity sort of accosted me. To my surprise, it was a fanish almost. It was like, oh wow! It was such a beautiful, respectful, humbling experience for me to be able to speak my mind in that environment, and for that many people to go, he might be onto something. And it's vindicating, it's validating, and it's like I said, it's humbling because I do not have all the answers, but I believe us sitting together like this, all of us, all walks of life and facets of this, we find the answers.
Yeah, and actually, as you say, look to go forward so everyone's got a chance. Everybody, not just the select few that actually monopolise the industry. Everybody gets that little chance at it.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is what's really worrying, what's coming. And you can see that, and you know what's worrying about with this psychedelic scene that's coming up? I am worried that's what's going to happen to it. I don't want that to happen to it because it's, I mean, I've been doing psychedelics for that I admit on the podcast. You know?
You have experience with psychedelics.
I was a teenager in the 90s, that's all I'll say.
Hey.
So, you know, that's what I'll say. But if it becomes commercialised, then it doesn't have that same essence to it anymore. And I think that magic that it has, and that it will lose it. So I'm a bit worried about that coming up. But hopefully with the cannabis scene, you know, the whole thing, it is going to be, we are going to go in the right direction. We are going in the right direction. The hydroponic scene is changing. I mean, it goes through that. Everything changes. You know, 20 years there, I'm going to see the ups, the downs, the troughs, and what's sort of occurring. All I can say to people is I'm encouraging you to use cash where you can, make people use your cash. That's, you know, take it out of the ATM, use it, you know, take it to, you know, the window cleaners are going to be out of a job because they rely on this. People who do some babysitting. If we become a cashless society, how do we pay these people?
Tips.
Tips. A prime example.
Yeah, it also the collection of data or something like that is quite terrifying, really.
Oh, I can't even think about that. Don't. We're not going down. Data collection.
Yeah. So I suppose then we'll surmise and we'll go towards the final. We'll move on rather than surmising anything from this. And no, what am I trying to say there? Summarize. We will summarize. And sorry.
Should we go back?
It's been a very long day. Should we just go nod? Just nod. Yeah.
Welcome to the Nodcast.
Final point, I suppose, is 12 months from now, we're probably going to be sat here again. I do hope there'll be a product there 2022, and I'll be sat here again recording. What changes do you want to have seen in that time, or what do you think will occur in that time?
No more lockdowns. That's really what that. No more of that stuff, and that's gone. What do you want to see change to this scene as well? I hope we get the change to a 1% limit on the old. But, you know, okay, we've got to go with their language so they understand it. But, you know, increasing that to that will open up a whole, you know, 1% THC isn't going to do any but we can have farms here. We're going to have unemployment coming. It's coming.
Brexit has caused serious peripheral issues these guys have not yet thought of.
Oh, God, yeah. But hopefully we will see more farms coming up so that will create jobs, and hopefully we will see this whole industry developing that way.
Yeah,
that's what I hope for, that we actually do get some true hemp farms and a domestic supply. Over one of the farms in this country become a domestic supply. That's what we want, just one.
Yeah. Self-sustainability. We want, the longevity of an industry that actually provides jobs, hope, prosperity, and I do hope over the next 12 months that we make some small steps towards that.
Yeah. As I say, if just one of these farms in this country could be a domestic supply, that's achievable. I think that's achievable in 12 months.
Agreed.
It is what's achievable. But that's where I'm at.
Yeah, well, I hope that 12 months from now we're probably going to be sat here again. At least something has changed, but we shall see. None of us could have predicted COVID. None of us could have predicted any of this shit. So who knows? The world might end by the time I even get to edit this video. If you are watching this, please do check us out on Patreon and help fund this project. No more lockdowns, please, people. Check us out everywhere on social media at Simpa Life. Do check out the wonderful Dr. Callie Seaman on Instagram, Facebook, and soon with her own website. Ooh. Anyway, I probably shouldn't have said that. Peace and love, folks. Bye.